Unpack the CE watch and take out the watch. 1 tips when booting a new watch. When starting up the new watch, if it doesn't work the first time we turn it on, we need to charge it to activate it. After plugging in the charger, it will turn on after a while. Let's enter the main menu interface of C1 smartwatch. Scroll down the menu. Go to the About. We have to install the app onware that connects the watch first. Find the app, download QR code from the watch. Scan and install the app. Now after install the app, we need to make sure Bluetooth and positioning are turned on the phone. Scan connections. Find our watch models, then choose Match. Now it's already connected. We are now from the watch main interface. Then pull down. You can see a small icon in the upper left corner of this. The color is blue, which is the sign that the connection is paired. Let's start by looking at the first basic interface of our watch. As we slide down the main interface, it will drag up a menu. The menu interface, which includes adjust brightness, power saving, flip bright screen, loss of functions control, like flipping bright screen after I turned it off. The screen won't turn on if you flip your wrist then. This is a watch flashlight. It's using the white display of this screen to illuminate ambient objects. Then there is a mode anti-disturb. Next, if we swipe up on this interface, it goes into our message interface. The above will display the message we have received. If no message will not be displayed, then swipe left on this interface. We will see data collection. On interface, the above shows our previous exercise data. Then there is the sleep function. This will show your sleep data. This is a heart rate test. Then we can see the weather and music controls. Swipe right. When swiping right on this main interface, we will enter our main interface. Then we get from this list. We can see that the first item is sports data, same as the previous interface when we open it. Then, the second item is heart rate. Click to start testing. During heart rate detection, there will be green lights flashing behind our watch. You can see a little bit of green light from the side. If the heart rate check is complete, there will be a vibration reminder. The vibration means the test is done. Then blood oxygen. Same as heart rate test. It will vibrate after it is done after detection. The vibration means that the test has been completed. And the blood oxygen value shows 96%. Then let's take a look at the sleep function. For sleep, it needs to be collected at night. Need to wear our watch to sleep at night to collect data on your sleep. Now, here is no data to show. Let's stop it for now. Below is the selection of sports. It has a variety of sports options in it. Let's take a look, like this walking pattern. When we click, it will start collecting our walking data. Let's take a brief look at the data. We start by walking for a while. Then check out this interface. The number of steps. we take is recorded. Same. It also synchronizes heart rate measurements. Because the amount of data we walk is relatively small, so it doesn't collect data. And for this situation, watch will prompt that the amount of data is too small. Next, let's take a look at the movement mode of skipping rope. The steps it runs are the same, but the data is recorded differently. In this jump rope mode, it counts calorie. Similarly, we do a jump rope exercise here. Then you can see that it has collected data on our skipping ropes, which is displayed on the interface. The next item is movement data recording for sports. Since our data collection is relatively small, so it's not documented here. Generally, for walking, it need to take more than 400 steps. It will not record the minimum value until 500 steps. Next is an alarm option. The alarm clock can be set by the watch. We now set the watch here. Like it's 7:20 now. Let's set a minute later. Here it is set up successfully. Then the corresponding. You can also set an alarm on the mobile app. By setting on the app, the watch is synchronized. Let's now take a look at the effect of the alarm clock reminder. When it's 27 minutes, it will automatically ring. Then, let's see the weather. The default unit for weather is degrees Fahrenheit. We need to switch. If we want to convert to degrees Celsius, we need to switch on the app side. Open the app. Let's see unit. It has degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius. Click switch. Celsius. Now let's look at the watch again. At this point we have switched successfully. It shows 32 degrees Celsius now. It also shows the weather forecast for the next 3 days. One thing need to note is that in the app, it also has a toggle setting for the weather. What we need here is to make sure it's turned on. Then, next item. Multifunction stopwatch. The button on the left is to set the time to record a lap. It can log multiple times. When paused, click on that little icon. You can see the multi-lap values recorded before. It can record continuously, a relatively simple and practical function. The following is timer. There are already some default time options in the timer: 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and also can customize. For example, I make a second. Then start time. After 1 second it will stop. 1 minute timer. When the time is up it will stop. Music play function. Some settings need to be opened before use music play function. Need meet some operating conditions. On mobile, the first is a notification of usage rights. Need to open. We can quickly select to turn on this notification. At this time, we will be reminded. Need to turn on notification access. We open here. Also, turn on the option for the app to support running in the background, which is to support the background of the program to allow activities. These conditions need to be met simultaneously. It is listed in the instruction manual of the watch. You can also read the manual. Then, we start from the watch interface to control. It has an up and down switch on the interface. Play pause control. Then the volume adjustment control. Let's click the play button. Our mobile phone starts playing. Open the interface of the mobile music player. Make the control display more intuitive. Pause now. Interface display pause. Play. Then the next song. Last song. Then the volume. If you adjust the volume will change directly. Okay. Let's move this part. Music control is easy. Then the next item is the camera control. Through the watch to control the phone camera button. If we directly open and click watch camera, it is unresponsive because it needs to be setting on the app. Authorize the app to control the camera permission. After that, we open the camera control. On the phone, it will also open synchronously. Then, we have two controls for taking pictures. The first is to click directly on this watch. On this watch, it will take pictures. I already took a picture. Then you can also shake the watch to take a photo. This is an introduction for camera controls. Next is breathing training. There are two modes of 1 minute and 2 minutes by default. Let's try 1 minute. This part main function is that you breathe according to a rhythm of it. Breathe out. Then follow its rhythm. Then after a minute it will remind done. This training should mainly be adjustability. Has a stress relieving effect. Take a deep breath. Okay, done in 1 minute. Also, it will have a heart rate sync test. Finish. Then there is our app interface. There are also some corresponding options on the app that can be set. Let's briefly introduce the app. Here is a relative module of it. All the operations and settings on our watch side. The data will be uploaded to this interface. Like previous heart rates and sleep. Then weight. and this data will be uploaded here to synchronize the watch. There is also a separate option for sports here. Then let's look over here. Here we have some corresponding settings on the app. For example, our call reminder. This call switch. Let's take a look after the call reminder switch is turned on. After opening and then our phone. Calls. Then watch will have corresponding prompts. This is the phone call. Then it has a switch for messages. After opening it, like some information in it, software notifications. These text messages. It will also have corresponding prompts on this watch. For example, our WeChat. Tips are the same. If your phone got a WeChat message, then there will be a prompt on our watch, both text messages and the call notify. They also need open a permission allowed in the background on the app. The following is a healthy option. It also includes several options. Sedentary. Drink water. These options can be turned on. Health check. These can be opened. But the corresponding setting item is actually in the app side. Sedentary reminder function. You can set its reminder time period. Then, like drinking water, you can also set reminder time. For example, set 30 minutes. Reminder once or 60 minutes. These are all set here. For watch. More like a switch and display function. The specific settings are operated on the app. Then about the battery. A setting that it can be turned on power saving mode when the power is low, and then there's a display of battery percentage. Then, this QR code shows the app. A link to download. The first thing after get the watch should be to open the QR code, then scan this QR code with our mobile phone, then go to download our corresponding app, then install. After shutdown is factory reset, the settings can also be restored with a single click. Find device features. Find our matching mobile devices. When playing after click, our phone is connected to it. It will have a vibration and a reminder of the bell. The following is women's healthcare. Women's health requires app side here. You have to choose the gender of the character as female first. These places need to be set to female. After setting as female, then on app homepage, will come out one more physiological cycle mode. We are going to set it here. The above will display according to the settings, the date of your period. I'll show it here. For example, I was on the 12th of last month. Then this place it will prompt. What stage of your menstrual cycle are you currently in? Then this time you are here on the watch side. Corresponding physiological stage reminder. It will say you are on what day of period? It's day 3 of my period. or I can adjust it here. At this time, it should show the safety period. For example, the safety period has not come yet. It shows here, ovulation. Like ovulation, it will also prompt the corresponding. Then this is the women's healthcare function. It needs to be set on the app side. And then there are the dial settings. First, the first item. A watch face in the settings. I can choose to change the watch face here. At the same time, the dial replacement can be adjusted from the settings. We can long press this screen. At this time, it also can be replaced. 2 ways to change the watch face. Another one is change. On this app, there's another one here. The watch face that can be set. We have a lot of watch faces in this watch face library. Then randomly choose one to try. Then when downloading new watch face, this watch will be uploaded synchronously here. OK. After this is downloaded, it has been synchronized successfully, and a new watch face. We randomly choose Finish Replaced. The second item is a bright screen time. Then I pick a random one. Pick a shorter one, like 55 seconds. Then I don't do it when the screen is on. It goes off in 5 seconds. The following item is watch display styles, a dial style. Then it has a 9 square grid, a list. All we've seen before are lists. Let's switch it to 9 square grid and try it. Then switch to the Jugang grid and here. It will become a 9 square grid. OK, then the following is set an intensity of its vibrations. Vibration intensity. First of all, our default is a weak strength. Then we can put it set to strong. Operation is relatively simple. Then here is a language setting. We choose a language. What we need, first of all, is the language. There is a setting feature. What is the system language on? Our mobile phone. Then when we connect the watch will automatically sync phone's language. Same as this phone. The language of our previous phone was English. When our watch is connected, it will translate to English. Of course, we can also set it manually. For example, set Chinese. Then the watch will turn into Chinese or Portuguese. You can switch by yourself.